you go with racial slurs to support Giannis, Thanasis, Chris Middleton with a Y, Dame Dollar, Malik Beasley, Jay Crowder, Bobby Portis? Hell, that sounds like a Black Panther meeting. Welcome to a playoffs edition of Racist of the Week, where we expose the stupidity and hypocrisy of discrimination in hopes we can build a more perfect union. And also laugh. As usual, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Racism. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the page, and definitely leave me any possible suggestions for nominees in the comments. Our first nominee, Milwaukee Bucks fans. After their Game 2 playoff win over the Milwaukee Bucks, Indianapolis Pacers guard Tyrese Haliburton detailed what his brother went through during Game 1 of the first round series.
My little brother in the stands the other day was, called the N-word. And so, it was important for us as a family, to just address that. And that was important for us to talk about, because that just didn't sit right with anybody. It's just been important to have my family here right now, and my little brother's handled that the right way.
Now, let's unpack this because I'm curious. Is this person colorblind? Does he have any idea what the Milwaukee Bucks look like? Well, our best player is Greek, and I love the Euros, go figure. So even though I've never seen a game in person on TV, I just wanted to check out the Greek freak. Oh, wow, look at that. He has a full body brown tattoo. How do you go with racial slurs to support Giannis, Thanasis, Chris Middleton with a Y, Dame Dollar, Malik Beasley, Jay Crowder, Bobby Portis? Hell, that sounds like a Black Panther meeting. Speaking of the Panthers, the greatest player in franchise history, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robertson. You went with racial slurs under a banner of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know what? I'm gonna need some more information. Was this man wearing a jersey? I need to know. And if so, where did you find a Pat Connaughton medium? I guess that's all they had at Marshall's, huh? You know what? Let me hear that clip again.
My little brother in the stands the other day was, called the N-word. And so, it was important for us as a family, to just address that. And that was important for us to talk about, because that just didn't sit right with anybody. It's just been important to have my family here right now, and my little brother's handled that the right way.
Oh, so you went with racial slurs to insult the brother of the hometown kid from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I guess you just really wanted him to feel at home, huh? Right. So really, I'm a Haliburton fan, but I know he does his best work surrounded by racism. You should have seen him in high school. He was unbelievable. Now here's another question. How do you think your own Black players react to this when you go with racial slurs? How do you think this makes your own Black players feel? Well, I'm glad they're not going with racial slurs with me. Yeah, I guess because that means I'm one of the good ones. But I better never be traded, because I know exactly what they would say. How do you go with racial slurs knowing as soon as your season is over, you're going to be cheering on quarterback Jordan Love? I mean, really, the CC Sabathia era with the Milwaukee Brewers just must have been hell on you. It must have been hell to have him as the ace of the staff. Now, as progressive as the NBA appears, given current narratives, we've actually seen this before. Y'all remember back in 2017 when somebody spray painted the N-word on LeBron's house? Just in case he forgot. I don't know if he has any mirrors in that house. He might have forgot. He might not know. You know what? If I was LeBron, I would have left that up there just to let all those rich neighbors who said nothing as people broke into my compound and spray painted slurs on my house. I would just let them clean it up. Yeah. No, I'm just let y'all clean up since y'all just letting people come into my spot. Yeah. Cause y'all thought the inoperable truck on the lawn was taking down the property value. How about visible slurs? Yeah, how about visible slurs? We'll discuss that at the next HOA meeting. Then there are the semi-constant complaints about Boston fans. In 2020, Celtics guard Marcus Smart remembered driving near the Celtics arena when he rolled down his window to warn a woman and her child about oncoming traffic. Yes, he was concerned about her safety. Her response, quote, "As soon as I said that, she looked at me as she's wearing a number 4 green with the white outline Celtics jersey and told me, F you, you effing N." Wow. So not only were you concerned for her safety, she was wearing the jersey of Isaiah Thomas, noted black man. Here's another one, quote, "I definitely think there's a group or an amount within the Celtics nation that is extremely toxic and does not want to see athletes use their platform, or they just want you to play basketball and entertain and go home. And that's a problem to me." That was Celtic Jaylen Brown talking about his own fans. You know, it's got to be bad when your own players call it out. And those are just recent examples. Like, I wouldn't dig into the way back machine and talk about y'all treating Bill Russell's house like a porta potty. But any racism you can do, I can racist better, right? Utah, long known as an oasis of racist chants throughout the 80s and the 90s, you know, the golden age. They made sure to keep the tradition rolling into the new millennium. Quote, "When it comes to racial abuse, Utah is as bad as it gets." That was from former player Etan Thomas. In 2019, Russell Westbrook was caught on camera cursing at 2 Utah fans in the stands. After the game, he told reporters he had repeatedly faced verbal abuse while playing in Salt Lake City. Also, water is wet and the sky is blue. Quote, "Every time I come here, I encounter disrespectful remarks." He added that his response was triggered by a fan who made racial comments asking him to, quote, "get down on your knees like you're used to." The Jazz organization banned the fan for life, credit for that, while the NBA fined Westbrook 25 grand. I guess for disobeying the fan, I suppose. I have no idea. I know that Russell plays in knee pads. Maybe that was an issue. It was so bad in Utah, Donovan Mitchell, their greatest player since, you know, he who shall not be named, said racism in Utah was, quote, "draining." Man, it was just one thing after another. And I will say it's not the only place it happens, but for me to receive the amount of pushback I got over the years, it was a lot, end quote. Now, I'm curious, racist, can you help me out? I'm assuming you support the team. You know, you paid your money, you come to the game. How does this help? I'm just curious, how does this help? When you have your own players saying that they are drained by the racism that they are surrounded by, I'm wondering how exactly that helps. Donovan Mitchell left for the greener pastures of Cleveland. So I gotta ask, like, is the goal an all-white team? You're trying to see if an all-white team could make it in 2024? Because if not, it sounds like you're hurting yourselves and hustling backwards. Now don't fret, Milwaukee, Boston, and Utah. There've been similar incidents in Denver. Y'all remember the reaction to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf? There was Portland, where a fan was removed from the arena for directing racist comments towards Jazz guard Jordan Clarkson. I guess that's some sort of racist get back for Utah. I guess if you play in Utah, then are you immune to it? He was just trying to see if it has settled in yet. Even right here in Washington, D.C. And by the way, that is just the fan behavior. Don't even get me started on David Stern and the dress code, the malice in the palace, and Donald Sterling. Man, I thought I could do a whole nother video on these incidents, but I could do a whole nother video just on Donald Sterling. So congratulations to Bucks fans and Celtics fans and Utah fans and Donald Sterling. You are our racist of the week. I should probably name the whole award after Sterling. I think that would be a fitting tribute. If you have somebody you would like to nominate, go ahead and leave it in the comments. You can email me at reese.waters@gmail.com, and be sure to subscribe to the page and make sure you get notified when the next video drops.